Hey guys, welcome back, and this is kind of a crazy, spicy one. This is a really interesting update to a topic that I covered, God, I want to feel like it was last year at some point. It feels like it's been forever. So if you're not sure about who this is, Trevor Bauer was a pitcher for the Dodgers who was kicked out of the MLB because of accusations. Accusations, nothing more, nothing less. Accusations by a woman who claims that he did terrible things to her. And this is somebody who won the Cy Young Award, and if you're not sure what that is, it's the esteemed top, pitchers award that you can win for being an excellent pitcher for a season. So he was a star player. God, I'm a Mariners fan. I wish that he would have come here because we need all the help we can get. But yeah, so he was accused of terrible things by one woman, and then another one came out and accused him of other things as well. So in the Me Too era, it's really easy to assume these guys are guilty the minute that you start seeing more than one woman come out and saying, oh, he did this to me too. Well, you gotta hold up a second, because then he addressed the claims, and I believe this was from, so last year, 6 months ago. He had this video on his YouTube channel that he released after he had already dealt with the legal stuff, talked to his lawyers, ended up settling with the woman, and she got nothing out of him. This woman, Lindsay Hill, I'm not going to play the video, but you can go find it on YouTube. She filmed him after the two of them hooked up. The next morning, you can see her here, just perfectly fine, no bruises, no assault, no nothing, happy as can be. And then she even had text messages talking about how she basically had bagged a whale. She was going to, take him for everything he was worth, essentially. Pretty horrible, awful person. In fact, it came out later on that she was at this concert drunk off her ass, getting in someone's face, had to get escorted out. This woman was just a train wreck, but accusations were still enough to get him removed from the MLB. He's currently playing in Japan, I want to say, but again, he's not making the money that he would be making if he was playing in American sports, which is a shame because I hate seeing false accusations. It just makes real victims seem like you can't trust them, and it makes it harder for ones who've actually been victimized. It's a bad situation all the way around. But now we have a new video from him that came out a day ago from this accusation from the second woman who came out. And oh my God, this is crazy stuff. So this article here from USA Today says, baseball pitcher Trevor Bauer never was arrested or charged with a crime after being accused of assault by multiple women. The first one being Lindsay Hill that we just already showed you. But now a crime has been charged in one of his cases against one of his accusers for allegedly defrauding Bauer. The woman, Darcy Adena Esamonu, previously filed a civil lawsuit against Bauer that said he assaulted and choked her in Scottsdale, Arizona in late 2020. Bauer denied it and countersued her in April 2023, accusing her of fraud, extortion, and fabricating a pregnancy. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. Grand jury in Maricopa County, Arizona, then returned an indictment against her in March that charged her with committing felony fraud against Bauer and another man. Apparently, there was another athlete she was trying to get some money out of as well. The indictment wasn't made public until this week after a judge on Monday ordered the case to be unsealed. And again, he has not pitched in the Major League Baseball since 2020, 2021. Absolutely crazy stuff. But we're just going to let him speak for himself because he does have this video right here. I'm just going to play it with a little bit of comments here or there.
One of the women who accused me of sexual assault just got indicted for committing felony fraud against me. Imagine that. Let me catch up to speed. In the last 3 years, 2 women have taken legal action against me. Lindsay Hill started all of this. You may remember her from this video as the girl who set me up and lied.
I saw that tweet where she said next victim pitcher for the Dodgers. And again, the only fault that I have for this man here, for Trevor Bauer, is they always say, don't stick your dick in crazy, and apparently he's done it twice.
The world in an attempt to take my money. Well, today, the only other one, Darcy Adena Esamonu, has been criminally indicted for committing felony fraud against me and another man. So now she's facing up to 16 years in prison. Her claims are even more absurd than Lindsay's were, so here's some of the details. We had one plain sexual encounter in December of 2020. Nothing that could be considered remotely rough.
Nothing. Again, Trevor, I get it that not everyone's going to have the same ethics, morals, standpoint on like hookup culture and all that. That's fine. I don't care. That's cool. Whatever. But I wish this man would just do a better job protecting himself.
She initiated it, but don't take my word for it. Take hers. This is a picture and text message she sent me the next morning, explaining why she came on to me. And for months afterwards, she repeatedly requested to sleep with me again. For example, this text from January 7th, 2021. At one point, she even requested a sample of my sperm so she could have my child whenever she wanted to in the future.
This is somebody who's certifiable. Oh my God, this is one of these situations where he should have blocked her. He should have got hold of the lawyer right then and then.
Now, It's hard to keep track, but she's made at least 4 7-figure demands over the last few years. More than a year after the one time we slept together, and only after Lindsay Hill made up her false allegations, Adana retained a lawyer. She then demanded $3.6 million and claimed I forced her to have...
I saw this video earlier. I did not catch that before. So this gal didn't lawyer up until after Lindsay Hill's accusations. So think about that. Lindsay was the first one to go after him. This gal jumped on the bandwagon, and once Lindsay came forward, this gal got a lawyer.
Have an abortion, leaving her emotionally devastated and irretrievably damaged by it. But here's the thing. She never had an abortion because she was never even pregnant. And that's corroborated by her own medical records.
Oof.
When I refused to pay her the $3.6 million she was asking for, she made up a bogus sexual assault claim and filed a civil suit against me. In that version of her story, she claimed, for the first time by the way, that there was non-consensual sex. But her texts from the next morning show what actually happened. Remember this text in which she explains why she came on to me? She also claims that instead of an abortion, she actually had a miscarriage, but that's impossible, of course, because again, she was never even pregnant.
Not to mention, okay, so as somebody who's experienced the trauma of a woman going through a miscarriage, I don't understand why that would even make a difference. Because the fact is, that would be something happening to her, not anything that he caused her to have. So this woman's insane.
We now have emails between her and the first 2 law firms that dropped her, in which they acknowledge they never had any evidence to support her claims. But they'll try to get my money.
Now, this is great. Hang on, not before he gets too far ahead. This is from the first law firm she tried retaining, or at least one of the first ones. To confirm without proof of the abortion or even the day of the abortion, we cannot continue to represent you. We urge you to consult with other attorneys who may have different standards. That means you have no ethics. We don't want to represent you.
They never had any evidence to support her claims, but they'll try to get my money anyway. I then shared an audio recording I have in which Adana contradicts her own claims and asks me for money. In the emails, her lawyers agreed that that's insurmountable evidence, and they inform Adana that they can no longer represent her unless she can provide documentation or proof of her claims. Of course, she couldn't do that, so the law firm urged her to consult other law firms with different standards.
Different standards.
Now,
I
Adana's
freaking
filed
love
more
that.
than 10 police reports claiming sexual assault or harassment against other men, including at least one other professional athlete. But after the Scottsdale police completed their investigation into her claim against me, she's the one being indicted for felony fraud. And not just against me, against another man as well. She made up bogus sexual assault claims.
So I don't know if the other guy's an athlete. I for some reason heard earlier that it was another athlete, but it could just be another man. But if she's pulling the same stuff she pulled with Trevor Bauer, you can assume it's another man with money.
Attempted to extort him too. And it gets worse. In my lawsuit against her, we subpoenaed a witness whom she knew for relevant documents to use in our case. And when she found out, she immediately made sexual assault claims against him too. Her MO is clear. Lie to men to get their money, extort them if she must, and when they refuse to pay, stop paying or stop giving her what she wants, go to the police, accuse them of sexual assault, and file a civil suit against them to retaliate. And just so no one can say, well, he still has 2 other accusers, just because the first 2 are complete frauds doesn't mean the others are, here's a couple facts about them. They both had lawyers first demand in excess of $3 million to not go public. In both cases, only after I refused to pay any sum of money did their lawyers make anonymous claims in the media. They both had the opportunity to file a criminal complaint against me. Neither of them did. They both had the opportunity to file a civil suit against me. Neither of them did. They both had the opportunity to participate in Lindsay Hill's civil suit against me. They could have even done so anonymously.
So he has 2 more women out there that have got these claims against him. Trevor, my man, look, I'm not going to endorse hookup culture. I think the ideal situation, call me old-fashioned, is for you to find a woman, marry her, settle down, have some kids. I get that that's not for everybody. I understand that. But this man, especially when you have this level of fame, the money, the clout that goes with it, you're going to have these women coming after you. This dude, he's got to protect himself better. Now, again, I don't know how these other 2 cases are going to shake out. Maybe something different will come out. But based on what I've seen from these 2 women, the crap that they've pulled, the fact that one of them's being indicted, I'm going to put money on it and say the other 2 women are probably chasing money, clout, whatever it is that he's got that they think that they can get a piece of. And yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how the rest of this shakes out. Let me know what you guys think down below. Hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you on the next one. Alright, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for being here. I do have 2 channels, Minimal Effort Podcast, as well as my gaming channel. I do have a Twitch and Kick for my gaming channel. We do live streams over there occasionally, maybe once a week. And then if you are in the market for a new PC, make sure to check out Meta PCs. Click the link I have down below. Use code TBO at checkout for a special discount. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.